Now let's come to DS questions. There are four options. You have to mark option A if the question can be answered using one of the statement alone but cannot be answered the other statement alone. That means either one of the two statements alone is sufficient but the other is not sufficient. Mark B if question can be answered by using either of the statement alone. So A can give the answer, B can also give the answer individually. C if they cannot be answered using individually but can be answered using the combination of the two statements, and D if the question cannot be answered even by using the combination of the both statement. Okay, so let's see the first question. What is the volume of the solid right circular cylinder? The first statement gives you the total surface area of the cylinder is 5 pi meter square. Okay, this is pi. So that means 2 pi r h plus r is equal to 5 pi. Statement A alone is not sufficient because it gives you equation with two variables. Second gives you height of the cylinder is equal to diameter of the base. This again individually is not sufficient, but when you combine these two statements, you can definitely get the answer by using two equation and two variable, right? So you can find the answer using the combination of the two. So the right answer is C. Next, in 2000, the sales and the margin of a company named X was 100 lakhs and 20% respectively. So in 2000, there is a selling price, there is a margin. So selling price is 100 lakhs, margin is 20%. What was the total cost of the production in 2001? So you have to find CP in 2001. Okay. Uh, First statement gives you the sales of the company in 2002 was 80% of 2001, and that of 125% of 2003. Profit percent remains the same. So statement 1 gives you comparison between these three quantities, right? That means it is not alone sufficient because I have not used this data. So statement A alone is not sufficient. Statement B gives you the sales of 2003 was 140% of the sales of 2000. So 2003 and 2000, comparison of 2003 and 2000 is given here, right? So using the combination of the two, I can find the selling price of all the years, and because the profit percent is same, so I can find the CP of all the years also. That means the question can be answered again using the combination of the two. Hence the option is C. If O represents one of the operations out of plus, minus and multiplication, is KOL plus M equal to KOL plus KOM for all values of KLM, where KLM are real numbers. Okay, so first statement gives you KOL is not equal to IOK for some values of K. If you see the sign of plus or multiplication, K plus L is always L plus K, and K into L is always L into K. And statement 1 is saying that it is not equal for some values of K. That means in this case O has to be negative. O has to represent a negative sign here. So if I can determine the uh, sign of O, right, we can definitely say that whether this operation is valid or not. So statement A alone is sufficient. Statement 2 clearly shows that O represents subtraction, so it is again alone sufficient. So my answer has to be B. A total of 744 doctorate degrees in mathematics was conferred in US by universities in academic year 70 to 73. W of them went to women. W of them went to women. The number of such doctorates in 86-87 was 362, and small w went to women. If the number of doctorate degrees in mathematics conferred to female citizens of the US by its universities decreases in this as compared to this one, was the degrees 10%? Here is a key point. If the number of doctorate degrees in mathematics conferred to female citizen of the US. In the earlier data, he was talking about only W of them went to women. The small w went to women. He's not talking about women of US, which has US citizenship. And the question asked for the female citizenship of US. We have no data about that. That means this question cannot be answered even if we use the combination of the two statements, because that simply gives you the value of W and capital W. Answer is D. If A, B, C a single digit whole number, is A plus B plus C a multiple of 9? Statement 1 gives you A, B, C is a digit number and it is a multiple of 9. So we definitely know that whenever the number is a multiple of 9, the summation of digits has to be multiple of 9. That means statement A alone is sufficient. Statement 2 gives you A cross B plus C is a multiple of 9. That can be a multiple of 9 and that cannot be a multiple of 9. So we cannot sure about this. This does not give you any information. Only statement A alone gives you the information. That means the answer is A.